Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to the Da Vinci Code, where we're still in St. Sulpice. We're still trying to figure out how to get to the secret area that Sister something was hiding, and apparently had accessed using a couple statues. I've acquired a few pieces, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I've got a copper slide. AEM. Not entirely sure what that would stand for. So it doesn't... AEM and... JRU. Now, why they have the same letters cut out forwards and backwards is a mystery to me. But there's only so many locations I have to explore, and I still have that statue, which I haven't really found out what the use for it is. That said, it doesn't seem like there's... Like, I was told I would have to worry about the monks who are patrolling the area. Oh. It appears that they have respawned. After I saved my game, after I reloaded my old save. So that's something to know, is I'll want to finish up a location before moving on to the next location. At the very least, if I don't want to have to deal with enemies twice. But I believe that's it for this area. Like, and there's a staircase that goes to nowhere. So I think at this point, I'm probably going to start cutting around until I find an area. Actually, I don't know if I've been to this door on the left, now that I think about it. And it goes nowhere. Okay, so I'm probably going to start cutting around until I figure something out. Which, it actually, the fact that enemies respawn makes the usage of health items problematic.
That's not gonna work.
Because if enemies are constantly respawning, and then I'm using health items, like the health items are not they're not coming back. So that's, again, even more emphasis on trying to solve a location in one go. Or alternatively, I could be wrong about enemies respawning because nobody respawned in this area. So it could just be more enemies coming in after I complete out certain puzzles. Something to see as I go on in this game.
I think it's a statue of Jesus carrying the cross.
Okay, I think I figured out something I've done wrong. And that is, I can't just walk up to this and use the item. I have to first examine this, pan over to the station shelf, then go to the Station of the Cross. I mean, I'm still kind of down one statue. I still need to find the other statue. I just have to remember I placed the statue of Jesus carrying the cross over by the image of him carrying the cross.
A key. I wonder what it's for.
The key is probably for the cupboard upstairs inside Sister Magdalene's, I believe is her name, her room. And that is probably going to contain the second statue. So I'm going to grab the first statue I have so that I don't forget where it is, because it will be in my inventory. I mean, I think it's in the right location, but I could be horribly wrong. I don't know why I missed, I want to say I examined both of them, but I guess I just kind of overlooked the key that was sitting inside the seashell fountain. I figured I only had so many things I could actually interact with anyway.
Let's see if there are any clues in here.
Her spare robe. Just one. Station of the Cross statue. So that looks like... So one at the beginning, one at the end, if I had to guess. Yep. So like this, the first statue of the cross is him carrying it. The other is him being laid to rest. So that's probably going to be stations 2 and 12 or 13. But let's see how accurate that turns out to be. Also, I don't know how the plates refer to anything. Like, I've got the bronze and I got the copper slide and the bronze slide and the oil can and the matches.
That's not right.
Yeah, man. Nope. Yeah, there we go. So I'll put one station there. And then the next one is going to go... Let's see, taken down from the cross, is laid in his tomb. I believe that is the last one. Yes. Although this presumes I'm supposed to put the statues next to matching symbols. Now, in theory, as absolutely nothing happened, then you know, she said they went to it in the incorrect order. I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit.
That didn't work. Perhaps I placed them at the wrong stations of the cross.
Interesting. So he actually does tell you when you are wrong, and he didn't say anything when I placed them.
It didn't work. Perhaps I placed them at the wrong stations of the cross.
Okay. So I believe I actually did put him right the first time, because he didn't, like, Robert didn't tell me I did it wrong when I did it before. Like, he didn't tell me I did it right. But he didn't say I did anything wrong. So that must make these the correct stations. Which means that something else...
I think I need something else to complete this.
That means something else has changed elsewhere.
That didn't work. Perhaps I placed them at the wrong stations of the cross.
Okay, now he says something. Alright.
That's it. So that's where Sister
Sandrine, not Magdalene. Okay.
Now I just need to find out why.
So I've still got those plates, and I don't know why I have that. And I've got the oil and the matches, and I don't know why I have that either. But progress is progress. Who am I to argue? There we go. That was a lot of twisting of the knobs to get that to work.
The crypt here is actually the original church of Sulpice. When it fell into disuse, it ended up under layers of dirt. They built the new church on top of it.
That's very convenient for Robert Langdon to provide exposition to himself. And that's, you know, not every hero expositions, what would be the verb of exposition? Exposits? I guess it's expository dialogue. Yeah, he just drops it to himself, so he knows where he's at, because he can't show off to anybody else around him. So what have we here? Pile of bones. Oh, it's Da Vinci's ornithopter. Of course. That's probably a secret. Yeah, that's probably not an actual usable item. I don't know if the secrets actually lead to anything.
This looks useful.
Is it? Is it, though? No, it is not. Oh, hold on. A large bandage. If I actually got hit by any of these enemies, I might actually use it. You know, I figured this might be important because it looks like a plate thing, but I'm guessing it's going to be like some sort of statue thing that rises up. And I'm guessing this is a weapon, which would imply that bad guys do show up. I'm guessing once I solve this puzzle, bad guys are going to come into this cellar because I left. Is he pushing this? Jeez. Look at this beast of a man.
These symbols don't look familiar.
So I've got all these symbols, but I'm not entirely sure where I'm intended.
These symbols don't look familiar. I can't complete this without the missing parts. These symbols don't look familiar.
I like how he just kind of like slides over.
These oil lamps were used to tell stories centuries ago. You could insert different panels into them to project an image on the wall.
But I only have 2 panels. So this is where I need my oil. On this dry wick, which does not seem to want to... Ooh, okay, so the panel is already in there. So I need to place... Can I remove this ESL? No, I cannot, so that is copper lantern. That can use the copper slide.
I just need to keep it up.
And bronze lantern.
This seems to be working.
You can use the bronze slide. Now, I assumed that I would just put the oil on the wick, but that does not seem to be working. And I am not entirely sure why.
I'm missing something here.
I am missing something here. A large can filled with flammable oil. And I've got matches and an ornate key. Can I combine the oil with matches? No, I cannot. And I cannot take the wick. Ah, okay, here's an oil valve that I have to pour it
Now I
into.
can light this lamp.
I don't pour the oil onto the wick. I fill the oil valve, which then allows me to light...
Good. It looks like the beginning of a message. If I light all the lamps, maybe I can decipher it.
Maybe.
That part worked. All right, that worked.
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. I wonder what this is for. These buttons on the wall have familiar symbols on them. I wonder if there's a pattern.
Okay, I'm guessing I need to... spell out Jerusalem. In which case, this is going to require me to go back to that alphabet section, write down the symbols that correspond with Jerusalem, and then come back here. Because I notice none of these... the letter E does repeat itself. And are there any symbols that repeat themselves here? The answer is no. Unless that T with the 2 dots and that other T with the 1 dot are supposed to be the same symbol, but just twice. Alright, be right back. Alright, now I'm back. I've got the translation. I should be... Okay, so first I need the letter T. I believe this one is it. And then I need the first E. This would be J, or sorry to say, that should be R. I'm looking at the image, let's see, U is a golf club raised to the right with the paddle facing down. S is a golf club facing left, the paddle facing up. A is a T with both sides going up with the goalposts. L is the only symbol that is not a T. Then we got second E. And then we got the dual-sided golf club. And that gives me something? An awkward view of Robert
Amazing.
picking this up.
The entire list of Priory Grand Masters up to this very year.
That cut was necessary.
Here's Johnson Year. It all makes sense now. He wasn't just a member of the Priory of Sion. He was the Grand Master, and in his dying moments he had to pass on the secrets of the Priory or lose them forever.
Again, I think I mentioned this before, but I like how, like, he doesn't even look at what he's reading as he's discussing it. Like, people don't like, their faces don't look in the direction of other people
Whoever killed Sonnier wanted to know those secrets
when they're
and Sonnier
talking.
sent them here to throw them off. The clues that Sophie are following are taking her right into harm's way. The kind of ingenious zealot that could find and kill the Priory elite will certainly be able to find her as well.
Wait.
The monks must have followed me in here. I should stay out of sight.
Yep.
This could be handy.
How many is that? 2. That is 2 monks. But this guy's, he's getting closer. But I can knock him out with this golf club. Is he like trying to creep up on that rat? Oh. Shall I creep up on this guy? Excellent. And I'll take out this other guy for good measure, because, hey, why not? Alright. So basically I went here for nothing? I mean, I guess I saved Sister Marguerite, so... But essentially, there are no major clues. I guess the major clue is that Sophie's father was the Grand Master.
What are they doing? Those monks are everywhere now. I don't think I can get out the front door anymore. Sister Marguerite probably isn't safe either. I should go and check.
Why is he... There. There. Damn it. Damn it. Why is the camera so tilted? There we go. Alright, it looks like his buddy, this monk has a buddy. There we go. I need to remember for combat purposes not to mash the attack button, because it goes into this other separate QuickTime event. This guy takes a lot of hits. A lot of... nope.
If someone finds this guy unconscious, I'll call for backup.
But there's nobody else to find him. Like, that's the thing with stealth games, is if you leave your bodies around, there's patrolling guards who would find them. But if there are no patrolling guards, then just leave them where you found where you dropped them. Anybody reappear here? Nope, just 2 guards in the ground floor. Anybody up here?
It's me again. It's Robert.
Thank goodness, I was so worried.
I found out what Sister Sandrine was doing, but it's too dangerous for us to stay here now.
Maybe I should call the police.
You probably should have called the police
I guess that's good
already.
for me.
I was in such a panic. I didn't know what to do.
It's all right. With everything that's happened tonight, I can understand. I need to call my friend first, but then you should call the police. I'll wait with you until they arrive, but then I need to go. What I've discovered here, well, it will mean a lot to her.
Yeah, I found both secrets. Excellent. Ah. And she has her own adventure she's going on. At the Normandy mansion? Okay. It looks a bit dilapidated.
Bear wanted me to find something very important here, but he also wanted to keep it secret from everyone but me and Robert.
She also delivers exposition to herself.
From when I was very young.
I mean, really, who
I
doesn't?
imagined that his secrets would be best guarded down there.
Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.